Ever rolled out of bed and just knew something wasn't right? No stabbing pain, no visible bruise, no recent injury. But then, boom, you try bending down to tie your laces or stand up from that cozy chair, and suddenly your legs feel like cinder blocks, like your body's quietly turning against you. You pause, stunned. Was I always this slow? This kind of slow fade creeps in without a sound. No flashing lights, no dramatic alarms. Just one random day. The simple stuff feels tough. And by the time it hits you, your muscle strength has already started vanishing. You won't always catch it in the mirror. You won't always feel it right away. But right now, yes, right now, thousands of older adults are losing muscle every single day, and they don't even know it. This isn't just normal aging. It's something way more dangerous. Sarcopenia, a real condition that eats away at your muscles, drains your strength, and steals your independence, bit by bit. Once you hit 50, your body can start shedding 1 to 2% of muscle every single year, and it slips right under your radar. But here's the shocking twist. Some everyday food sitting in your kitchen might be making it worse, way faster than you'd ever guess. No warnings, no bright red flags, and the scariest part, these foods have been hyped as healthy for years. Today, the truth comes out. We're exposing 5 hidden, muscle-destroying foods that millions of older adults eat every day, without realizing the damage they're doing. If everyday tasks suddenly feel harder, if your grip isn't what it used to be, if your balance feels off, or if you just don't feel like yourself anymore, don't look away. Because what you're about to hear might be the wake-up call your body's been silently screaming for. This could be the turning point toward real strength, solid balance, and lasting health. If you're new here, don't forget to smash that subscribe button. Every single week, we share powerful, science-backed tips to help you stay strong, energized, and fully in control of your independence. Now, it's time to reveal the first silent villain that's quietly draining your muscle. Number 1. Bread. You sink into your favorite chair, just like always. You reach for that soft, white loaf. Toast a couple slices. Maybe spread a little butter or jam. A hot cup of coffee on the side. It's your cozy morning ritual. Feels comforting. Feels harmless. But inside your body, a quiet storm is brewing. That innocent slice of toast, it's setting off inflammation, hormonal chaos, and a gradual breakdown of your muscle power. Yes, that simple bite is doing way more damage than you think. White bread, pasta, cookies, pastries, all built from refined flour. They're in almost every kitchen. Super convenient, super tasty, and quietly destroying your muscle health, one bite at a time. Here's what no one talks about. These foods are nutritional frauds. During processing, refined flours lose everything valuable. No fiber, no real vitamins, no minerals. What's left behind? A heap of starchy carbs that hit your bloodstream like high-speed sugar missiles. Imagine this. Every time you eat those foods, your blood sugar shoots up like a rocket. Your body scrambles to fix it, releasing a surge of insulin to pull that sugar down. But do this over and over, it starts wearing your system down. That constant spike and crash becomes something far worse, chronic low-level inflammation. And inflammation, it's like rust on steel. It sneaks in without warning and begins eating away at your muscle fibers, slowly, silently, and without stopping. And it gets even more alarming. Those constant insulin spikes, they don't just mess with blood sugar, they actually stop your body from using the protein you eat. You could be eating chicken, eggs, or any high-protein meal, and your muscles might still be missing out. Why? Because your body's too busy battling those sugar floods to focus on muscle repair or growth. And those empty, refined flour calories, they don't power your body. They feed fat, not muscle. So while the number on the scale might be climbing, your true strength, it's fading in silence, bite by bite. You'll notice it when lifting a grocery bag feels weirdly tough, or when a simple flight of stairs turns your legs to jelly. This isn't just aging. Something much deeper is going on beneath the surface. One eye-opening study uncovered this. Diets loaded with refined carbs directly increase your risk of insulin resistance, a serious condition that doesn't just lead to type 2 diabetes, it also fast-tracks muscle loss. But here's the part that really hits hard. Your joints are paying the price too. When muscles get weaker, your joints are forced to carry the load. And all that added weight from carb-heavy meals, it piles straight onto your knees, hips, and lower back. You might not feel the damage right now, but it's stacking up little by little, like a silent storm brewing beneath the surface. Then one day, just standing up from a chair feels like climbing a mountain. So what should you do? First, don't freak out. You don't have to cut out bread or pasta forever, but you do need to start making smarter strength-saving swaps. Swap out the white bread for 100% whole grain options, like rye, oats, or sprouted grain bread. These aren't just healthier, they're packed with natural fiber and key nutrients that help stabilize your blood sugar and cool down inflammation. Can't imagine life without pasta? You don't have to. Just upgrade your choice. Go for whole wheat, or dive into tasty options like lentil, chickpea, or quinoa pasta. They're bursting with protein and minerals your muscles are desperately craving. And don't stop with the carbs. Level up your meals with lean proteins like grilled chicken or fish, and toss in healthy fats like avocado, olive oil, or a small handful of nuts. These nutritional powerhouses join forces to rebuild and defend your muscle strength. Every single bite matters. Even small changes to your plate can start shifting your body fast, because every bite isn't just killing hunger, it's fueling the strength you'll need tomorrow. That's why these small, smart food swaps matter more than you think. What you choose to eat today can either slowly wear down your muscles or help power them back up. Feed your body the fuel it actually needs, and your strength will show it. But just as sneaky and just as damaging as those fluffy slices of white bread is something else entirely. Something millions of people drink daily without giving it a second thought. Number 2. Coffee. Now we're diving into something nearly everyone needs to kickstart their day. It's warm, it's soothing, it feels like liquid energy. But here's the shocker. It's also one of the most ignored dangers to muscle health as we age. That's right, we're talking about coffee. Sometimes the things that bring the most comfort are the ones quietly stealing your strength behind the scenes. And few habits go as deep as coffee. For millions, it's the very first thing they grab each morning. The rich smell, the cozy warmth between your fingers, that quick jolt shouting, "Wake up!" It's more than just a beverage. It's a ritual, a soothing moment, a daily habit that feels almost sacred. But here's the catch. Just because it feels safe doesn't mean it's harmless. Coffee itself isn't the bad guy. In small amounts, it can actually be helpful. Loaded with antioxidants, it sharpens focus and even gives your brain a nice little lift. But here's the catch. When you drink too much, especially as you age, everything shifts. That comforting morning ritual transforms into something more dangerous. A silent thief, one that quietly drains your muscle strength, and you don't even see it happening. Here's what makes coffee so tricky. Its diuretic effect. That caffeine kick, it also pushes your body to flush out more fluids through urine. But along with that water, you're losing key minerals like calcium and magnesium, two absolute powerhouses for muscle strength and performance. And when those minerals dip low, your muscles know it. Sudden cramps, weird twitching, that constant fatigue creeping in more and more. Most people shrug it off as just getting older. But it's not just age. It's a mineral imbalance triggered by what you're sipping every morning. Caffeine doesn't just perk you up. It boosts your stress hormones, especially cortisol. And when you drink coffee, especially first thing on an empty stomach or during high-stress moments, your body floods your system with even more cortisol. And here's the real danger. Cortisol has a dark side. It breaks down muscle tissue. It tells your body to burn muscle for energy, not fat. Over time, that leaves your muscles weaker, smaller, and slower to bounce back. In the past, that cortisol spike helped our ancestors survive threats. But today, it's quietly robbing you of your strength. The higher your cortisol climbs, the harder it becomes for your body to build or even keep the muscle you have. And the more coffee you sip, especially in big doses all day long, the more that damaging cycle repeats. What used to feel like fuel starts quietly working against your body, one cup at a time. And the damage doesn't stop there. Coffee also disrupts one of the most crucial parts of muscle recovery, your sleep. Your muscles don't heal while you're walking around or eating. They rebuild while you sleep. During deep sleep, your body releases growth hormone, the key to repairing muscle fibers, healing tissues, and helping you wake up strong, recharged, and ready to go. But when caffeine lingers in your system, that deep, powerful sleep, it gets interrupted, and so does your recovery. When caffeine hangs around in your system, especially if you're drinking it in the late afternoon or evening, it slices into your deep sleep. Sure, you might still drift off, but the quality of that rest takes a serious hit. And over time, that poor sleep adds up. Less recovery, more wear and tear. A slow, sneaky decline in muscle strength that catches you off guard. But hold on, there's still more. Coffee is naturally acidic, and for many people, that acidity kicks up inflammation and causes digestive trouble. And when your digestion's out of whack, your body struggles to absorb the exact nutrients your muscles rely on. More inflammation means more weakness and more slow damage to your muscle health. So, what's the smart play? You don't have to ditch coffee forever, but it's time to get serious about how much you drink and when you drink it. Keep it to 1 or 2 small cups a day, and make sure to have them in the morning, after you've had some food. That way, you still get the focus and antioxidant perks of coffee, without letting it mess with your hormones, your sleep, or your strength. Avoid coffee in the afternoon or evening. Your muscles will reward you with deeper sleep and stronger recovery. Craving something warm throughout the day? Try swapping in green tea. It has less caffeine and is loaded with antioxidants that actually support your muscles and your brain. Looking for a caffeine-free option? Go for herbal teas like chamomile, ginger, or rooibos. They're calming, hydrating, and gentle on your mineral balance. A quiet win for your entire system. And don't forget to rebuild what coffee drains. If it's a daily habit, make sure your meals are packed with calcium and magnesium, the muscle-loving minerals your body depends on. Add leafy greens, cook seeds like chia or sesame, nuts like almonds or walnuts, and if you can, drink mineral-rich water. These simple, smart moves help balance out caffeine's effects and keep your body in muscle-building mode, not energy-draining mode. Because true strength isn't just built in the gym or with protein. It's guarded through the choices you make, moment by moment, sip by sip. Number 3, fruit juice. For years, we've been told that orange juice is great for us, loaded with vitamin C, helps your immune system, the perfect healthy way to kick off the morning, right? But here's the jaw-dropping truth. Beneath that sweet golden sip lies a hidden threat almost no one's talking about. Fruit juice, especially orange juice, is one of the most misunderstood items in your entire kitchen. Sure, it comes from fruit, but the moment it's squeezed, something crucial vanishes, the fiber. And without that fiber, your body reacts in a whole different way, and it's not good. That natural fiber? It's like your body's built-in defense system. It slows sugar absorption, keeps digestion steady, and helps guard against sudden blood sugar spikes. But remove the fiber, and now juice becomes a straight-up sugar blast. Drinking it is basically like dumping pure sugar into your bloodstream in just seconds. What happens next? A quiet chaos erupts inside your body. Blood sugar shoots through the roof, and your system scrambles, releasing a surge of insulin to bring it crashing back down. And boom, the crash hits. Exhaustion, brain fog, that heavy, wiped-out feeling. And in that moment of weakness, your muscles are left wide open, completely unprotected. This sugar roller coaster doesn't just sap your energy. Over time, it secretly eats away at your muscle fibers, slowly and without mercy. And here's where it gets even worse. The sugar hiding in juice, fructose, gets handled mostly by your liver. But when you gulp down a full glass, that's far more fructose than your body's built to manage in one hit. Your liver panics. Instead of burning it off for energy, it flips into storage mode, converting that sugar straight into fat. And that fat doesn't just sit around. It starts piling up inside your liver. This sets the stage for something serious: non-alcoholic fatty liver disease. It's shockingly common, especially in older adults. And the scary part? It usually creeps in unnoticed until real damage has already been done. But here's what should really set off alarm bells. This sugar overload triggers chronic, low-level inflammation. The silent kind. The kind that slowly breaks down your muscle tissue, slows your recovery, and blocks your muscles from absorbing the nutrients they desperately need to grow strong again. And it gets even sneakier. Fructose pulls a dirty trick. It doesn't signal your brain to stop eating. Unlike other nutrients, it skips the message that says, "I'm full." So, you drink that glass of juice, feel fine for a few minutes, then boom, you're suddenly grabbing a snack or hunting for more carbs. The hunger rushes back, and the toxic loop of overeating and undernourishment kicks in. People often ask, isn't that the same as just eating fruit? And the truth is, not even close. When you eat a whole orange, you're getting the fiber. You chew it slowly, you feel full after one, maybe two. But a single glass of juice, it can cram in the sugar from 3 or 4 oranges. That's way more than your body's built to handle in one go, especially with zero fiber to slow it down. It's a full-blown sugar flood, with no brakes. And over time, that overload triggers something serious: insulin resistance. That's when your cells start tuning out insulin, like it's not even there. And when insulin can't do its job, your muscles pay the price in a big way. Even if you're eating plenty of protein, the amino acids aren't getting delivered. They're not reaching your muscle tissue. And without that fuel, your strength slowly fades, and you don't even notice it happening. So what's the smarter play? You don't need to ditch the flavors you love. Just enjoy them in a better way. Skip the juice. Instead, blend whole fruits into a smoothie, peel, pulp, and all, whenever possible. That fiber stays in, and everything slows down. Here's a smart tip. Pair oranges with low-fructose fruits like strawberries, blueberries, or blackberries. They help soften the sugar spike while packing in muscle-loving fiber and antioxidants. Need something cool and energizing in the morning? Skip the juice and reach for a glass of water with a lemon slice. Or enjoy calming herbal teas. They're gentle on your system, super hydrating, and quietly boost your health from the inside out. These tiny changes, they pack a punch. They help bring your body back into balance and set the stage for your muscles to stay strong, active, and full of energy. Here's the hard truth. What you drink is just as important as what you eat. And sometimes, even the most harmless-looking things, like that healthy glass of juice, can secretly drain your strength if you're not paying attention. Number 4. Spinach. Next up, we're looking at a leafy green that's praised as a superfood by almost everyone. But eat it the wrong way, and it could quietly block the very nutrients your muscles are begging for. Sounds wild, but spinach can actually backfire on you if you're not paying attention. We've all heard it. Eat your veggies. Leafy greens are hyped as nature's powerhouse, packed with vitamins, minerals, and antioxidants. And yes, that part is absolutely true. But here's the twist. Even the healthiest foods can have a dark side. Eat them the wrong way, or in amounts your body can't handle, and suddenly they start working against you instead of helping. Sometimes, what seems like the perfect food comes with a hidden cost. Take spinach. That bold, deep green leaf we all associate with power, it's been sold to us as a symbol of strength and vitality. Just thinking about it brings flashes of energy, health, even those cartoons where one bite turns someone into a muscle-packed machine. And yes, spinach is loaded with iron, calcium, magnesium, and vitamin K, all the good stuff your muscles and bones are hungry for. But here's the shocker. Eating too much raw spinach, especially every single day, could actually drain your strength. Instead of building you up, it might be quietly breaking your muscles down. Sounds crazy, right? But the real culprit is a natural compound hiding inside spinach, oxalic acid. Now, oxalic acid isn't harmful in small amounts. You'll even find it in other veggies like beet greens and Swiss chard. But spinach, it's packed with it, way more than most people ever realize. Here's the catch. Oxalic acid has a sneaky trick. It latches onto key minerals in your gut, especially calcium and magnesium, the very ones your muscles rely on for strength and balance. Once oxalic acid grabs those minerals, they're locked up. Your body can't use them. They just pass through and get flushed out, completely wasted. Now imagine this happening day after day. Every salad, every green smoothie. Little by little, your body starts falling behind. And here's the brutal truth. Calcium and magnesium are non-negotiable for muscle strength, endurance, and recovery. Without them, your muscles can't keep pace. You start cramping more, fatigue hits faster, even basic tasks start feeling like heavy lifting. That healthy habit, it might be slowly wearing you down. But it doesn't stop there. When oxalic acid builds up in your body over time, it can trigger something seriously painful, kidney stones. And, unfortunately, they're far too common in older adults. You might think that's a totally separate problem, but it's not. Your kidneys are key players in managing your body's mineral balance, and when they're stressed or overloaded, everything takes a hit, especially your muscles. When your kidneys are under strain, your entire system starts to feel off, and your strength takes the fall. Here's another hidden blow hardly anyone talks about. Oxalates mess with ATP production. That's the very molecule your muscles rely on for fuel and energy. When ATP runs low, your muscles burn out quicker and take longer to recover. Suddenly, you need more rest between activities. Even simple movements leave you stiff, sore, and drained. And here's the wild twist. Tons of health-conscious adults are unknowingly making it worse. Tossing raw spinach into every smoothie or stacking giant salads, thinking they're doing their bodies a favor. But the truth is, too much of a good thing can quietly hold you back. Here's the great news. You don't have to give up spinach. You just need to get smart about how you prep it. Cooking it, even a quick steam or light boil, can cut its oxalic acid content by up to 40%. That means more calcium, more magnesium, and more nutrients your body can actually absorb. And here's a key step. Drain the cooking water. That simple move rinses away a big portion of leftover oxalates, leaving you with all the muscle-loving benefits, minus the hidden harm. Balance is the game changer. Love raw spinach? That's fine, just limit it to once or twice a week. And when you do, pair it with calcium-rich foods like low-fat dairy, tofu, almonds, or sesame seeds for maximum nutrient impact. These smart pairings help break oxalic acid's grip, keeping your mineral levels balanced and your muscles fueled the right way. Here's another easy win. Switch up your greens. Spinach isn't the only game in town. Mix in kale, arugula, romaine, or butter lettuce. They're lower in oxalates, rich in nutrients, and much easier on your kidneys. Your muscles will thank you. And your salads? They'll never be boring again. These might feel like tiny tweaks, but they protect the minerals your body counts on to move, lift, walk, and stay independent. Because real strength isn't just about bulking up, it's about what's going on beneath the surface. The delicate mineral balance, the fuel your cells need, the silent support system working 24/7 to keep you strong. And sometimes, it's the foods you trust the most, the ones you believe are helping, that need a second look. Number 5. Processed meats. Now let's shine a light on something unexpected, a go-to protein that millions of older adults depend on for convenience and flavor. But hiding behind those smoky slices and savory bites, there's a sneaky danger to your muscle health, and it might be sitting in your fridge right now. You may be doing everything right, eating your fruit, cutting back on carbs, staying active, yet still feel your strength slipping. If that's hitting home, the real problem might be hiding in plain sight. It looks like protein, but for your muscles, it behaves more like a slow-acting toxin. I'm talking about processed meats, and the damage they cause is way bigger than most people think. Ham slices, deli meats, sausages, salami, bacon, all those easy grab-and-go meats we've relied on for years. They're fast, flavorful, and feel like a safe fallback, especially on days when cooking sounds exhausting. But here's the brutal truth. They're anything but safe. Every bite of processed meat comes with a hidden cost, and it's your muscles footing the bill. Over time, that cost piles up fast. To understand why, you've got to look beyond the packaging. These meats are loaded with chemical preservatives, especially nitrites and nitrates. They're added to keep the meat pink, make it look fresh, and stretch the shelf life. But once they're inside your body, they start causing damage you can't see yet. That's when the real chaos kicks in. These chemicals trigger something called oxidative stress, a storm of unstable molecules that swarm your cells and begin tearing down tissues, including your hard-earned muscle. And it doesn't end there. Just like sugary drinks and refined carbs, these preservatives trigger chronic inflammation, the kind that slows healing to a crawl, weakens your immune defenses, and blocks the critical process your body needs to repair and rebuild muscle fibers. Each slice might feel harmless, but the damage stacks up fast. And that's only the beginning. Most processed meats are loaded with saturated fats, and in the cheaper ones, you'll even find trans fats, the worst of the worst for your heart, your blood flow, and yes, your muscles too. These harmful fats clog up your blood vessels like thick sludge in a drain, choking off the blood flow your muscles desperately rely on. Without enough oxygen and nutrients, your muscles weaken. They fatigue faster, and slowly but surely, they begin to shrink. That so-called convenience, it's costing you real, lasting strength. Lately, maybe your walks leave you feeling wiped out. Your legs cramp more. Even lifting light things makes your arms feel like they're made of concrete. This isn't your imagination. It's your muscles being silently starved of the fuel they need to thrive. And just when you think it couldn't get worse, here comes sodium, the silent saboteur lurking in every salty bite. It's tiny, it's sneaky, and it's damaging way more than just your blood pressure. Processed meats are packed with salt. That's how they stay fresh for weeks. But all that sodium, it drains water from your system, dehydrating you quietly, even if you don't feel it right away. And when you're running low on fluids, your muscles take the hit fast. You'll feel it as cramps, stiffness, or that dragging fatigue that sticks around. Ever feel extra parched after a ham sandwich or a few slices of salami? That's your body screaming for balance. When your muscles are dehydrated, they don't work the way they should. They stiffen up. They're more prone to injury. Recovery slows to a crawl. And before you know it, your risk of falls, weakness, and injury skyrockets. Some people might argue, but hey, processed meats still have protein, right? Technically, yes, but it's not the kind your body can rely on. Most of these meats are packed with starches, fillers, and flours, which dilute the protein and mess with the quality of the amino acids your muscles crave. Compared to clean sources like grilled chicken or a hard-boiled egg, the protein in a slice of processed ham doesn't even come close. It's weak fuel for something as critical as your strength. So what's the solution? It's simple. It's all about going back to the basics. When possible, cook your own protein. Keep it clean, straightforward, and powerful. Choose lean options like chicken breast, turkey, or low-fat beef cuts. Roast it, grill it, bake it, whatever works, just keep it real. Whole food proteins deliver complete amino acid profiles, exactly what your muscles need to rebuild, recover, and stay strong. They power strength, not inflammation. Big fan of seafood? Pile on the fatty fish, salmon, sardines, mackerel. These aren't just packed with premium protein. They're loaded with omega-3 fatty acids that crush inflammation and shield your joints and muscles like armor. And don't overlook eggs, nature's ultimate protein source. They're budget-friendly, endlessly versatile, and packed with the exact vitamins and minerals your muscles are craving. Every bite fuels your strength, and that strength fuels your independence. A boiled egg in the morning or a veggie-packed omelet at dinner, total game changer for your energy and muscle recovery. Going plant-based? You still got serious power. Lentils, beans, chickpeas, and protein-rich nuts like almonds and walnuts. They're loaded with nutrients, totally natural, and built for real strength. When you combine these foods, you get complete amino acids, everything your muscles need to grow and recover. No chemicals, no fillers, just pure fuel, without the hidden damage packed into processed meats. You don't have to overhaul your whole kitchen in one night. Start small. Skip the cold-cut sandwich. Try a tuna salad instead. Swap that bacon for a boiled egg or a generous scoop of hummus with roasted veggies. These simple changes, they add up fast. Each smart swap gives your muscles the support they need to stay strong, limber, and reliable as you age. Because this isn't just about removing the bad stuff. It's about feeding your body what it needs to heal, rebuild, and come back even stronger. Even in your 60s, 70s, 80s, your body is still on your side, still fighting for you. And with the right food choices, you'll keep showing up and fighting for it too. Now that we've reached the end, let's take a quiet moment to reflect. White bread and refined flours, soft and comforting, yet silently draining your strength. Fruit juices, fiberless and sweet, flooding your liver and spiking your blood sugar. Processed meats, salty, preserved, inflaming your body and starving your muscles of what they need. Too much raw spinach, blocking the minerals your strength is built on. And coffee, when overdone or mistimed, stealing your rest and sabotaging repair. Because sometimes, the most trusted foods are the ones that chip away at us the most silently. They're common, familiar, woven into daily routines, but each one carries a hidden cost, a quiet weight dragging down the strength you rely on every single day. But here's the beautiful truth. It's not too late. Not even close. Your body is still paying attention, still adapting, still ready to rebuild, whether you're in your 60s, 70s, or even 80s. Because small, intentional changes, they spark powerful results. One meal, one habit, one step at a time. You can take your strength back. Choose real food over processed, simple cooking over shortcuts, and lasting fuel over those quick fixes your muscles can't rely on. Pause for a second and ask yourself, how many of these foods sneak into your daily routine? Which one surprised you the most? And the real question? What change will you make today to protect your strength? Because every choice you make in the kitchen, it's a vote for the body you're building. Stronger, steadier, and built to last. Because strength isn't just about lifting weights. It's about freedom. The freedom to move with ease, walk where you choose, stay independent, and reach for the life you love without hesitation. If this message made you think, share it. With your spouse, a friend, a neighbor, someone who needs to hear it. Because we're not just aging, we're still living. And we deserve to live strong every single day. And if this helped you, make sure to subscribe to the Senior Healthy Tips channel, your trusted space for weekly insights on aging powerfully, eating smarter, and living every chapter with strength and purpose. Let's keep building strength, one smart choice at a time, together.